Brucemore's story really reflects that of the Cedar Rapids community. It has connections to Coe College, Mount Mercy University, some of the different industries like Quaker Oats, which is now PepsiCo, Ingredion, the Cedar Rapids Museum of Art. The list goes on and on. This was an opportunity to tell a story outside of our gates. That's not just about the families who lived in the mansion, but about the community that they interacted with and helped build. George Bruce Douglas, of the second family to live on the Brucemore estate, started the Douglas Starch Works Company with his brother Walter in the late 19th century. In May of 1919, around 6 p.m., the employees were switching over from day shift to night shift, and an explosion occurred.
The Douglas Starch Works explosion was the worst industrial accident in the city's history, and it impacted not only the factory and the company and the lives of so many people who worked for the Douglases, but impacted the entire community.
The Starch Works factory drew laborers from all over. There were Norwegians, there were Bohemian immigrants, there were Swedes, there were Germans, right? There were African Americans. And they were all coming to Cedar Rapids and its related factories. It's that we don't often speak about everyday Americans, and we actually know very little about how working class people lived in Cedar Rapids 100 years ago. And I think it's important for us to correct that amnesia, because their work in the factory really built Cedar Rapids. I think it's really important that we're finally telling the stories of the workers at the Douglas Starch Works factory.
One thing that's powerful about understanding your history is that history at its core is about people. And I think one of the things we hope people walk away from after this observation of the centennial is a connection to the people who lived here 100 years ago. That these aren't just facts and statistics and data, but that these are lives that were led, lives that were lost. And when we remember the humanity of the generations that built this community, when we are tied to who they were and their daily experiences, we better understand our own in that context.
Understanding our past really helps us understand who we are as people, who we are as a community, and who we are as a society at whole. Understanding our past gives us insight into who we are today.